All right, let's go ahead and get started with a quick oil protocol. Go ahead and find an oil that is near you or that you are feeling connected or drawn to tonight. I know Jen's going to share with us about sleep and stress. So lots of those emotional oils are great. I'm needing a little pick me up, so I'm going to choose peppermint. Let's do a couple of deep inhales.
Yeah, baby.
And if you feel so inclined, please go ahead and repeat after me or say your own affirmation. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best. I am doing the best that I can. All right, I'm going to go ahead, turn it over. Miley, I'll give you privileges.
Yes, thank you.
Of course.
Okay. So we have, and let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, we have Jen on the call tonight, and she is actually going to be sharing first, and she's going to be talking about stress and sleep. I feel like that's something that we all need help in. So she's going to be sharing first. Go ahead, Jen. And
Yes,
I'll switch the slide when you're ready. Okay, let me know.
Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. Hi, I'm Jen. Like what Miley said, I will be sharing my protocols for supporting stress and sleep. So for me, I am from Oahu, so stress and anxiety starts with traffic. Yeah. So the adaptive trio, I have this set at work, and before my morning commute, I like to roll on the adaptive trio. My post points to help ease my anxious feelings and help cope with road rage, because we know that is real in Oahu. Yeah. For me, I work in a fast-paced, high-stress environment, and I'm constantly on the move for my entire work duration from 0630 to 1500. And I deal with soldiers in the service who are transitioning into the civilian sector. So with that being said, I deal with a lot of personalities, a lot of soldiers with medical and behavioral health issues. Prepare use plan to help create uplifting and soothing environment for myself and for my coworkers and for my client. After diffusing, I like to take one capsule of the adaptive capsules to help my body system to adapt to stressful situations throughout the day. And throughout the day, again, I always go back to the adaptive touch roller. I use it before and after every single appointment that I have. Now, keep in mind, my appointments, they do last an hour each, and times that by 7. So I'm constantly talking and dealing with those personalities and different entities. What else is there? So after that long day, for me, my mind is constantly rolling and I have a hard time sleeping. So to help with that, I like to take one of these Serenity Restful Complex soft gels. And I have a hard time sleeping, like I said. So we like to use a blend of the Serenity, Vetiver, and Balance. We like to call this combination deep sleep. So same combination of oils, we put that in the diffuser at night so we can take the benefits of the oils aromatically. And we also create that in a topical roller. And my husband and I, we like to roll it on our post points, so neck, inside of elbows, bottoms of the feet, And the aroma that he likes to describe it is, it's like walking through a forest. So that's the scent you'll get with those 3 combination of oils. The next day, I wake up groggy free, I am restful, and I'm ready to rock and roll for another set of 7 hours of appointments. So that's how I deal with stress and sleep every single day. And that's all I have for you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Thanks, Jen. I know
You're
those are all
welcome.
great. I mean, I don't use vetiver, so that's good to
It's very
know.
woodsy. It's very woodsy. It's thick, so the oils, I like to use the dropper because it takes a hot minute for it to come out of the orifice.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Huh. You guys like the woodsy blends because balance too, right? It's kind of woodsy. It's a good
Yes.
mixture though, because with Serenity.
Yes.
Ah, thank you for sharing
You're
that. I
welcome, y'all.
appreciate it. Okay, Liz, thanks again. Okay, Liz, do you want me to? Yeah, let me just, sorry. I'll put the slideshow up for you.
Thanks, Jen, for sharing. I totally love adaptive too. And road rage is real everywhere, especially when you live in the mainland at some point and then you move to an island where no one knows how to drive and use merge lanes. So balance is one of my favorite road rage oils. I just wanted to hop on here before the Viela started sharing for a couple of save the date reminders that are happening like really quick. So just a reminder that every Thursday in June, we have some pretty amazing ongoing product education right here in the Zoom room. I didn't put the time, but it's at 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock p.m. So my mom last week did her first, and she's really putting a lot of time and energy into these. And so this, I believe last week was healing your mind. This coming week is healing your spirit, and next week is healing your body. Obviously with the use of our tools. And then the last Thursday of the month, I'm really excited to have a special team call with another Crossline Diamond leader, Jessica Jacob Trappist. She is, she's not a doctor, but she's like the level right below that, I believe. And she is amazing. Her understanding of science and the oils. I mean, when she gave me options of topics that she could talk about, she blew me away. So those are all at 4 p.m. in our Zoom room. Please, 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 if you can attend live, please do that. I'm not sure that I will be recording the one with Jessica Jacob Travis just so that she can have full autonomy to speak freely. So if you can, even just listen in, we would love that. Tomorrow, I just posted in both the Facebook group and the WhatsApp group that there is a corporate call with our market development manager, Jake Reese. At 6 p.m. And the topic is sort of surrounding founders, but also just about the business in general and specifically for Hawaii leaders, which I think is really exciting. So if you can join in on that, there is a registration link. And I posted that in both the WhatsApp group and the Facebook business group. On Friday, June 17th on Maui, we're having a customer appreciation event. We haven't done a great job of getting the word out on that. And so I'd like to ask all of your help. If you're on Maui or have customers on Maui, if you could please take initiative to reach out to your customers and invite them. It's going to be kind of casual. We're going to have poo-poo's drinks. We'll have scans. We might have some make it take stations, but we just wanted to really actually have a time to connect and get together and show our appreciation for the community. So that's going to be at Friday at 4:30 p.m. kind of pauhana action at Friends in Wailuku. And then on Tuesday, June 21st, this will come out in the Facebook group tomorrow morning, and I'll put it in the WhatsApp group tomorrow morning too. I didn't want to bombard. There is the sun care preview at 1 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, and this is just for leaders. So go ahead and register to attend that call if you're interested in that. And that's going to be on Tuesday, June 21st. I don't know if that's going to be recorded or not, but I think they're just going to tell us about the new sun care products. And then also certain leaders will be given the opportunity to buy the new travel collection, or I think it's a travel collection of the products. There is a delay on one of the products. I believe it's the after sun spray, but they're going to share all about that on the 21st. So these are just some save the date reminders. If you want to take a screenshot, most of these are on the community calendar, but the call tomorrow and on Tuesday are not. So yeah, I just wanted to give some friendly reminders about what's happening and coming up. So thank you.
Okay. Okay, honey, we're ready for you. Hi, everybody. I'm Miley Viela, and I'm actually inviting my husband, John, to actually join us tonight. We are just gonna share our story, our life. And this month is always a hard month for us because we lost our son, Pono, in June, on June 22nd in 2004. And so we just wanted to jump on and just share our life, what's happened, what life has been like since Pono's passing. And so here's John. I'm actually going to have him. Oh, let me introduce him. So John is actually a AD at Kamehameha Schools Maui. And then we have our daughter, Dre. She is 24. She's on her way home from Oahu for a couple days. And then Jai, of course, you guys all know Jai, right? And then Pono is there in the corner, our angel. So John will start off our story, and then we'll just keep talking. Okay, let me stop sharing our screen though, so we can see all of you. And thanks, kids, for joining us, and families. It's so nice to see the kids on the call. Okay.
Hi, everybody. So like Miley said, I'm John, and we go around and we share our story. And if you guys don't know, we have a nonprofit organization, and we share it to whoever kind of inquire about what we do and the reason why we do it. So Miley had asked me to come on tonight and share our story. The whole idea behind this is because I was directly involved with, the tragedy and then the start of our All Pono organization. So how everything started that, let me back up a little bit. We're just a small grassroots organization, yeah. And we, when we say we're a nonprofit, we don't, go around and try to solicit everything or monies and everything for our nonprofit. We just want to use our nonprofit to help people. And that's our motto, that's our mission, and that's been our goal for years. So how it all started was one day, Pono and I and one of our friends' son went on an ATV ride here on our property. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't know where we live, but we live out towards Kahakaloa, and we own a property approximate about almost 4 acres. And at least an acre or so is it's inhabitable, meaning that we kind of build on it. So, we have trees and cane grass and all that growing. So I took Pono on this ride on our ATV along with our friend's son. And when we was going up a hill, our quad had flipped over. And when our quad had flipped over, it had immediately crushed my son Pono. As the quad was flipping over, I tried to just, try to get all of us away from it. And, the quad had miss our friend son, miss myself, but it had landed on Pono. So Pono immediately passed away. It had crushed him, and that was the most devastating time of our lives, and I'm not sure if many of you had lost any children, but it is very, very difficult to lose a child, and we don't wish this upon anyone. So, that was a really hard time for us, and going through that time, I was left with three choices, at the time. And the three choices that I found myself facing is, one is just not being around anymore. I just said, it's not worth it. And I just didn't want to be around. The second choice that we talked about is that we could just lock ourselves in our room and just block out the world, and not deal with anybody, and just kind of pray and hope that this feeling would go away, and then the third was just to see if we could turn this tragedy into something positive. And we kind of landed on the third one, and that's how we created our first we started off with just a softball team, and we started growing into a bigger organization and helping our youth to use sports as a vehicle, and just to teach them important life lessons, teach them important values, also to rely on their family, and that's what we did during this tragedy. We relied on our family heavily, and we're so grateful to have so much friends and so much love that surrounds us.
Ready? So when we go around and talk about our story, and oh my gosh, I didn't think I was going to be so emotional, but I haven't really done this in a while. But when we go around, we talk about three things. We talk about choices, we talk about our attitude, and we talk about our purpose, and this is for all of us, right? So because I'm a counselor and elementary school counselor, and we work with kids all the time, right? Even outside of school. I always tell all the kids that we talk to, so all you, Zyler, Zai, you guys all out there, we have choices in life. So we have choices to help around the house or ignore mom and dad. We have choices to do our homework or not. We have choices to practice hard so you can be better at the sport or whatever you're doing, piano, ballet, whatever it is. Yeah, kids. So we have all these choices. And when you make good choices, you feel good inside. When you do make poor choices, you feel junk inside. And the choices that we make as adults too, like serving others, like doing good, using kind words, making your family a priority, working hard at your business and serving your community. It all feels good inside. But the choices we make, whether good or bad, affect other people. And that's what I want to focus on. The choices we make affect others. And so the choice that we made, like Pono Boy came in my room. I was actually trying to take a nap, and he came in the room and he was like, Mom, I want to ride quad. And I was like, okay, here. And I gave the key, not thinking anything. And even that quad ride, it wasn't like John was going fast or anything. It happened. And so that was our family choice. And that choice that we made not only affected us, me and my husband and Dre at the time, it affected, our family. And I see my niece Jamie here on the call, and our friends. And it really affected the greater community. We were all sad and we were dealing with grief, and we still deal with grief to this day. But we also turned this tragedy into something positive. And so the choice we made to turn this into something positive there's a greater good in it all. But even the small decisions we make, right, kids? Like if we don't do what we're supposed to do at home, like help around the house, then it doesn't only affect you, it affects your parents, it affects your sister and brother, because then people are getting mad, right? So it affects the people around you. And even in school, it doesn't only affect you if you don't do your homework, it affects the kumu, it affects your mom and dad. So the choices we make every single day, even, I don't see Auntie Kanani on here, but even brushing your teeth, right? There's a choice. We can choose to do it or choose not to. But then if we don't, we might have cavities, and then, oh yeah, and Auntie Kanani is going to be mad. So I like to talk about choices, and I like to talk about what we do. And even in our business, right? It's like we have a choice to really work at it, or we have the choice not to, but that's our choice. But that's how far we grow or we hold ourselves back. Sorry, I'm still talking. So I really believe that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% what you make of it. John and I really had to pull ourselves together and choose to have an attitude that we're gonna make it and we're gonna do good things in this world, even with Pono not being here. And so by living this way, we make a bigger impact. And the impact I want to say is, if John and I had chose to not live, or not, like, just like what he said, really, that's what I really wanted. We really wanted to do, is like not face the world. We wouldn't be where we are today, right? And so when we choose to do good, when we choose to look at the good in everything that's happening to us, good things happen. And it's not always easy. There are days, there are weeks, there are minutes that are super hard. I mean, I remember the first 2 to 3 years, I prayed by the minute to get through the next minute, but I just kept thinking about the people around me, the people that are supporting us, our daughter Dre at the time, people that are like Jamie, like our niece, right? It's like we need to keep going to show them that we can make it, and we have each other, and we're all gonna be okay. Do you want to talk about purpose, or you want me? Okay. So I totally believe in that we all have a greater purpose here on this earth. It's not all about just going work, going school, and that living, there's bigger things, not just going to the beach, playing sports. It's about doing good in this world, but being kind to your friends and listening to your parents, about showing good sportsmanship for you kids on the field, about going the extra mile to support our customers, being there for our family and friends, and really just serving others by what you do. And so that is our story. We focus on our choices that we make every day. We focus on our attitude, and really believe in your heart that you have a greater purpose here on earth. And even on the hard days, just know that maybe that's what's supposed to be happening right now. Like, I truly believe that Pono's life on earth was going to be short, and that his life, his passing, had a greater purpose. As hard as it is, I know that what we're doing in this world is supposed to be, and that's Pono's legacy. And so I'm gonna turn it over to John.
So, like I said, June is a very hard month for us. June 22nd is the day that Pono passed, and we celebrated it. We call it Pono Day, and we like to just to remind everybody and kind of challenge everyone, especially during the month of June, and not only for the month of June, but your whole entire life, if you can. And the challenge is to go out and do good deeds, and go out and do and have a purpose and serve others. We always ask everyone, that we meet, to carry that legacy of just doing the right thing. when we created our nonprofit, yeah, and we called it the All Pono, it was in light of Pono's passing, but we just took the name, we took Pono and the value, and we all know what Pono means in Hawaiian. Yeah, it's just to make the right choice, to do well, to do good. And that's what we share. We share that, just go around and do the right thing, and if we can just touch one person and that person goes around and touch another, we make a big impact on our community. And that's our hope and that's our wish, that one day that our community goes around and they just help one another. And I see Mighty come on these calls, nightly and throughout the week, and reaching out and sharing and meeting all these new people. I think this is our purpose. The purpose is to share, and I like to say is just get Pono ambassadors, and go around and just be ambassador of the Valley of Pono. So the challenge for this month, I just ask all of you guys, I don't know most of you guys, but I just ask you guys, go out and, just do a good deed. And if you do, if you want to share it, I know Miley had, share Instagram and I think she's, her email and everything else, share it with us. Let us know what you guys have done. We created a lot of apparel, and we've asked people who bought our apparel, stickers, hats, visors, shirts, and all that share with us where you take it. We've got reports that it went to Japan and it went to Australia and all that stuff. It gets shared with us, and we're happy because the value is being shared. It's not about our son. It's just about the value of being Pono, and that's what we ask you guys to do. Be Pono, share Pono, and carry that legacy on. And I know that we all do it. We all were born with it already, so it's not difficult. But we ask that for make it a point this month, because it is Pono's month and it is Pono's Day on June 22nd. So that's what we ask, and it's our hope that we all can make an impact on other people's lives. So I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to share. I always see Miley come on this calls, and I hear everyone talking, and it's great to know that Miley have a network that she can share, and we're happy that we could share our story tonight. So thank you.
It's so funny because one night John was talking story. He said, because he's in the kitchen, right, in the living room, whatever, and he was like, you guys have a really good, like, amazing community, and it's like you guys are like family. So it's not only about business, but it's about supporting one another, and that's being Pono. And that's what I think that's what continues for me to be here in this community, is because the people that are a part of the community, it makes it so special to stay and keep thriving and doing. So thank you so much for staying to listen. I know it's not a long call, but we love you all, and we thank you for being a part of our lives and doing good in this world like you all do. I don't know if Liz, you want to take a picture or say anything?
Yeah,
I don't know
that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the view back to gallery. Let's go ahead and take a picture if everyone.
Hiya. Oh yeah, turn on your cameras.
This is the first time we have families. I love it.
I know, so nice.
I love it. All right, everybody smile.
Oh, look at see.
Oh gosh, wow. Thank you, John, so much for joining us tonight and sharing your story. And of course, Miley, we are so grateful for the Viela Ohana and everything that you guys inspire in us to be better people and to just really lean into what's the most important, which is family and community and values and like purpose. And so the kids and I were just talking about what we'll do for the rest of the month in June to continue to celebrate Pono's legacy, but also just to be better people and to be Pono and live Pono and share Pono. So thank you so much. Thank you
you guys. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who showed up as usual. Thank you for showing up for yourselves, for your community. truly tonight, thank you for showing up to hear the Viela's story and how they turned, you know, those of us that are parents here, we cannot fathom, right? The pain. And some of you on this call have been through that pain, right? Besides the Vielas. And so turning something so, you know, tragic into a greater, better purpose. And we are all recipients of that. We are all recipients in this community of what the Vielas and what Pono has brought. So sending all of you so much love, and yeah, thank you for showing up tonight. We really appreciate it. I see a couple of people logging on, so this call will be was recorded, and I'll be posting it later tonight. Have a great night, everybody. We love you. Thanks.
Bye. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
That was a short.